Welcome to Apache Flume tutorial. In this tutorial, let us understand what is Flume, where Flume is used, and why we need to use Flume. Organizations implement big data solutions mainly for two purposes. First one is to archive their application logs to meet audit requirements. And the second purpose is to perform analytics on data to understand and focus on customer behavior. To implement big data, organizations need a Hadoop cluster. We know that Hadoop solves mainly two problems: the problem of storing huge volume of data and the problem of processing on huge data. So these are the two major problems associated with big data, and Hadoop solves them. How? The problem of storing huge volume of data is handled by HDFS component of Hadoop, and the problem of processing on that data is handled by either MapReduce or Yarn. So in order to store data, first you need to understand how do we get data into Hadoop. We can get data into Hadoop through multiple ways. Through SFTP, where data is securely transferred from source systems into a proxy or an edge node. And from this staging location, data is ingested into Hadoop through batch jobs by running Hadoop commands like Hadoop FS import or Hadoop copy from local. These commands will help you to transfer data from staging location into Hadoop. Another way is through network data mover. We can also get data into Hadoop through NDM, network data mover. Network data mover helps us to transfer the data securely from the source system into a proxy node. Again, the ingested data into the staging location is finally transferred from staging location into Hadoop through Hadoop data transfer commands. This is where Hadoop ecosystem evolved to directly transfer data from source system into HDFS through Hadoop ecosystem tools. So what are those Hadoop ecosystem tools? Common Hadoop ecosystem technologies used for data ingestion are Flume and Scoop. We choose these technologies depending on where the source data is present. For example, if your source data is present in Oracle database or MySQL database, or in any RDBMS, then we choose Scoop. Scoop stands for SQL on Hadoop. In any other case, if your data is continuously getting generated by applications, and if that data needs to be ingested into Hadoop, then we will choose Flume. In this tutorial, we will learn more about Flume, how Flume has evolved as one of the major data ingestion technology in the entire Hadoop ecosystem stack. So let's understand what is Flume. As per Apache documentation, Flume is a distributed, reliable service for efficiently collecting, aggregating and moving large amounts of stream data into HDFS. Flume is meant to push events in real time, where stream of data is continuous and its volume is reasonably large. All the applications log information, server logs, router logs, all of this data needs to be sent to Hadoop platform for a cheaper and reliable way of storing data. In these scenarios, Flume fits perfectly. Flume helps to stream massive amounts of log data from one location to other. If incoming data out of the source is more than expected rate, then Flume acts as a buffer storage platform before data reaches its destination. General architecture for any Flume implementation is Flume is installed and configured at both source and destination. Flume agent, which runs at the source, collects the data from multiple sources and will send the data to the Flume agent which is running at the destination. Source applications would be producing data continuously, and it is Flume will take the responsibility of ingesting this data. Flume is targeted to preserve the reliability and scalability. What does those two words actually mean? Reliability. If data is moved out of the source application, then it is guaranteed that the data is returned to the destination. Flume also gives you scalability. What is scalability? Let us say if your application is a hit in the internet world and there are a lot of users using your application, more users use your application, there will be more application logs. Then all you need to do is add more Flume services so that these extra logs are taken care of. So why Flume? By now you might be aware of where Flume is used and what Flume is. You might also have a question, why can't we just write data into Hadoop? Why do we need to use an additional ecosystem product like Flume to ingest data into Hadoop? Let us go through different reasons for using Flume, what it avoids, where it helps. HDFS requires that only one client is writing data to one file. If we allow thousands of servers to write data into HDFS, it will create thousands of small files which will become a problem. Hold on. Why does thousands of small files become a problem? The answer is simple. Every time a new small file is written, NameNode has to do a lot of work to update its memory on block location and block division. For every small file, NameNode has to keep information about the file, its associated blocks and their permissions and its location. So HDFS implementation expects that file sizes are of minimum block size and are not really small. That is the reason we have to use Flume, which will collect and aggregate all the data into larger files rather than writing into too many small files. Also, if thousands of servers write to small number of data nodes, network activity would be overwhelmed and we may face latency issues. Third reason is different data centers. Let us say you have an application which is hosted on servers installed in US data center. You have a Hadoop servers. All of the Hadoop servers are configured in India location. If applications that are writing to HDFS and Hadoop cluster, if they are in different data centers, then we may face latency issues while attempting to write to HDFS. That means application which is hosted on US servers may have a latency when it tries to write directly into HDFS located in Indian data centers. So to avoid all of these issues, it is important that we separate production application writing data into HDFS directly. We have to ensure that data is pushed in a systematic and a controlled, organized fashion into HDFS. Ingesting data through SFTP or Hadoop put commands are also not transactional basis. That means there may be a data loss in these systems. But since Flume is transactional based, there is no data loss. Finally, Flume also helps you to avoid any intermediate storage location because a memory channel configured Flume will directly write data from source system into your HDFS. Please note that for production clusters, it is not advised to configure memory channel. We will take a deep dive into a channel configuration in the later tutorials. So let's do a quick recap of what we learned. In this tutorial, we understood what is Flume, where Flume is used, and why we need to use Flume.